Summer's gone and I feel dried out. I don't really wanna.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Across the Pond. I'm Ashley, your American host, and today I am very excited about our topic because I feel like this one is going to be very relatable for a lot of people.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bridget, your British host, and I have been told what today's topic is, and I am already slightly nervous.
Don't be nervous. It's going to be fun. So today, we are talking about dating and relationships, how people meet, how they date, what the whole process looks like, and how completely different it all is between America and the UK. Right, because if travel taught us anything and food taught us anything, it's that two countries that technically speak the same language can be absolutely baffling to each other. Exactly. And I feel like dating is where this really shows up. Like, the whole culture around it is just so different. I've heard American dating described as very structured, very intentional. Okay, what does that mean?
I mean it as a compliment. Mostly. Let's get into it and I'll explain.
Let's do it. Okay, so I want to start with the basics. How does dating typically work in the UK? Because I feel like it's quite different from how it works in the US.
So, in the UK, I think the traditional way that people get together is through existing social circles. You meet someone through friends, or at university, or at work, or at the pub, and things kind of develop naturally and gradually. There isn't always a formal first date moment.
Okay, that's so different. In America, dating is very much a thing you do on purpose. Like, you ask someone on a date, you go on a date, you decide if you want to go on another date. It's quite deliberate.
See, that's what I mean by structured. In the UK, it's more like you just start spending time with someone, and at some point you both quietly acknowledge that you're together. No formal conversation necessarily.
Wait, so how do you know if you're actually dating someone or just hanging out as friends?
That is an excellent question, and honestly the source of a lot of confusion for British people throughout history.
That sounds exhausting.
It can be. There's a very British tendency to just hope the other person picks up on what you mean without you having to say it directly.
Okay, in America, we would absolutely have the DTR conversation.
The what?
DTR. Define the relationship. Like, at some point, you have an actual conversation where you say, okay, what are we? Are we exclusive? Are we boyfriend and girlfriend? It's a whole thing.
That sounds both terrifying and also incredibly sensible.
It can be both at the same time, yeah.
Can we talk about first dates specifically? Because I think there are some interesting differences in what a first date even looks like.
Yes. Okay, in America, a first date is usually something like dinner or drinks or coffee. And it's pretty clear that it's a date. Like, both people know they're there romantically.
In the UK, a first date is often at the pub, just going for drinks, which is nice because it's low pressure. If it's going badly, you can leave after one drink and no one has wasted an expensive dinner.
That's actually really smart. In the US, dinner dates can feel like a lot of pressure because you're sitting across from someone for potentially 2 hours.
Exactly. A pub date is much more casual. You can stay for one drink or 4. It depends entirely on how it's going.
Okay, what about paying? Because I feel like this is a big cultural thing.
In the UK, going Dutch, splitting the bill equally, is very common and completely normal on a first date. No one thinks anything of it.
In America, it's still pretty common for the guy to pay on a first date, though that's changing. A lot of people split it now or take turns, but there's still sometimes that awkward moment when the bill arrives.
Oh, the bill moment. That universally awkward pause where everyone looks at the table.
Yes, where you're both like, so, and then someone slowly reaches for their wallet. The slow wallet reach. Very relatable. And then there's the whole do you offer to pay, or does that seem like you're making a point, or it's just a lot? Which is why the British approach of just splitting it from the start is, I would argue, the most sensible solution. I mean, you're not wrong.
Okay, let's talk about dating apps, because I feel like that's changed everything, everywhere. It really has. In the UK, apps like Hinge and Bumble are very popular. Tinder's still around, but it's sort of seen as more casual. And I think the way British people use dating apps is maybe a bit more reserved than Americans.
What do you mean by reserved?
Like, a British person on a dating app might take a day or two to reply to a message because they don't want to seem too keen, too eager.
Really? In America, if someone takes 2 days to reply, you'd assume they'd lost interest. Oh, see, this is the problem. A British person playing it cool and an American person interpreting that as rejection. A whole relationship lost because of response times. That's genuinely tragic. Okay, what about compliments? Because I feel like Americans are much more open with compliments and British people are more understated. That is a very diplomatic way to say that British people are emotionally repressed. I can say that. No, but it's not entirely wrong. In the UK, if someone says, "You look nice," that is actually a very genuine and heartfelt compliment. We don't overdo it. In America, "You look nice" is like the baseline. People will say, "Oh my God, you look amazing! I am obsessed with your outfit. You are literally glowing." Right, and to a British person, that level of enthusiasm reads as slightly suspicious. Like, what do they want from me? We just mean it. We're just enthusiastic. I know. It took me a while to understand that American enthusiasm is genuine and not a sales technique. A sales technique? Bridget! I said I came around to it.
Okay, I want to do a little vocabulary section because there are some words around relationships that are just totally different in British and American English.
Oh, good. Yes, let's do this.
Okay, so in America we say boyfriend and girlfriend, pretty straightforwardly. Is that the same in the UK? Yes, boyfriend and girlfriend are the same, but there's also the very British term partner, which is used a lot for any long-term relationship, regardless of whether you're married or not, and regardless of gender. We use partner too, but it sometimes sounds more formal or serious, like if you've been together a long time. In the UK, you might hear people say my partner, even for relationships of a year or two. It's just a common neutral term. I like that, actually. Okay, what about seeing someone? Yes, I'm seeing someone means you're dating someone, but it's not officially serious yet. Same in both countries, I think. Yeah, same. Okay, fancy. Because I know British people use this word a lot, and it means something very specific. Yes, I fancy someone means I'm attracted to them. I like them romantically. It's very common in British English. Do you fancy him? Do you like him? In American English, fancy is more like elegant or decorative. Like, that's a fancy restaurant. Right. So if an American said, "I fancy that restaurant" to a British person, we'd think they had a crush on the restaurant. Which would be concerning. Okay, last one. Gutted. Ah, gutted means devastated, heartbroken. Like, I was absolutely gutted when he didn't call back. Oh, that's actually a great word. We'd say devastated or crushed or I was so bummed out. Bummed out. See, that means something quite different in British English. Oh no, what does it mean? I'll let the listeners look that one up themselves.
Okay. On that note, I think we should wrap up before Bridget says anything else that I have to look up later.
Always keeping you on your toes, Ashley. Right, let's do a quick vocabulary recap for today.
DTR, define the relationship, having an honest conversation about where things are going.
Going Dutch, splitting the bill equally. Very normal in the UK, increasingly common in the US.
Fancy, in British English, to be attracted to someone, not just an adjective for things that are elegant. Gutted, feeling devastated or heartbroken.
A very useful British expression.
And keen. If someone is keen, they're enthusiastic or interested. British people try not to appear too keen when dating, which apparently reads as disinterest to Americans. So if you're talking to a British person and they take a day to reply, they probably like you. That is genuinely useful information. Okay, everyone, that is it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel. It genuinely helps us so much. And leave us a comment. We'd love to know where you're watching from and what topic you'd like us to cover next. We read every single one. See ya! Cheerio!